Hello everybody and welcome. Today we find out whether our season has taken a big turn for the worst or whether we're still in the discussion. Hello and welcome to episode 37 of Where Eagles Dare as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark and on today's episode we have two games as usual for you. It's a Premier League match days 28 and 29, Leeds United away, and then we are facing Bournemouth at Selhurst Park in our second game of the episode. Last time out, of course, it was more about cups because it was a 3-3 draw against Sunderland, which we eventually managed to win on penalties. And then we lost 1-0 to Napoli, 5-2 on aggregate to end our Champions League campaign for this year, which leaves us with just the Premier League. And of course, we were at the top of the table. Have we remained there? That is the big question. I can tell you we've played one game since we've been offline, and we won that game by 2-1 against Everton. It was Tavernier after 4 minutes that put us behind, and we had to wait until 2 minutes into injury time at the end of the first half. Eddie Nketiah, who led the attack, scored and got the equaliser right on the stroke of half time, and then it took us to 75 minutes to get our noses in front. And as you'll see, we probably deserved it. 65% of the possession, 12 shots, 8 of which were on target, 1.23 on the XG, just about I think made that game. And they had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 30 minutes of that game, and they scored in one of those. So that is how the game played in between has gone. The Premier League then looks like this with 27 games played all told. Now you will see Manchester City are just ahead of us on goal difference. In fact, 1 goal at the moment, so it's all down, and we don't want to concede and stuff today. If we can score, we want to score, and have a clean sheet would be rather nice, and score multiple goals would also be very nice to try and get ourselves back on top. A win we must do. I'll explain more why in just a moment. Third at the moment, Liverpool, also on 27. They also on 61. They've won their last 5 on the trot, and well, yeah. Tottenham are in 4th on 58, Arsenal 5th on 50 points, and then Chelsea just outside the European places on 48 points as it stands. That's how it is. Let's have a look at the fixture schedule, and that should explain. No, not the fixture schedule. That's not what we want to do. Go back, Mark. This one is what we want to do because as you will see, Manchester City playing Brentford, who are in 12th place. You would expect them to win. Nothing is a foregone conclusion, of course, but you would expect them to win. So we need to win if we're going to keep up with Manchester City. Liverpool lurking behind us, and if we don't want to fall further down the table, we need to win against Leeds United, because Liverpool are playing Brighton, who are currently on the bottom of the table. They've only won 3 games all season. Everton, West Ham and Norwich are the teams that they have beaten this season. So yeah, we need to make sure that we get that win today if we are to keep up with Manchester City and Liverpool in this sphere. Right, I think that's brought you pretty much up to date. I think what we'll do right now is we're going to have a look at the side that will play Leeds United in Premier League Match Day 28. And here is the side that faces Leeds United in this Match Day 28 of the Premier League, and the side looks like this. It's Henderson in goal, Angori, Guy, Lecroux and Munois across a defensive line. Ngori in for Mitchell, who is still not 100% fit. Wharton plays as the deep line playmaker. Kamada is ahead of him in central midfield. It's Yarami on the left, Pino on the right, Uche playing as the number 10. With Nketiah as the attacker up front. The bench looking like this. It's Benitez, Guy, Richards, Drogosan, Gertrudia, Lerma, Sarr, Raksaki back on the bench today, coming back from injury, so may get to see him towards the end of the game, and Xerxes. And here we are at Ellen Road. They're playing a 4-3-3 today. No changes from the side that beat Fulham in their last match 2-0. And we've played them 3 times, drawn 2 and won the other one, drawing last time at Ellen Road. And as the teams come out, it's where we hope to get a result today, having beaten them earlier in the season. Leeds playing in all white. We're playing in our home kit. Calvert-Lewin getting us underway for Leeds. And the highlight looks like it's going to continue. And I thought Henderson had dropped that then. Managed to collect it. Lacroix, Munoir through to Uche. Pino is pulled down, but Manus is there. Nothing given. Cut out by Pino. But El Mala was very quick on the ball. James crosses his ball in, and it's just behind. Wharton looks like he's been brought down just outside the area. Yarami to take the free kick. Will he go direct? He will. And Perry had to get rid of it, but they've only cleared it as far as Yarami again. Kamada, Lacroix. And we'll see whether this went over the line or not. And it is a question. It didn't cross the line completely. It didn't cross the line completely. It wasn't far away. Wharton picking it up in defence. He's playing as the defensive midfielder today. Pino's give the ball away. And we can't do things like that. Should have made the pass. He had a couple of teammates there. It's ball in for Calvert-Lewin. And Calvert-Lewin, I think, Leeds on the ball. As we head for the last 5 minutes, Hannibal is dispossessed. Nketiah. Wharton through to Nketiah. Nketiah puts it to Pino. Pino has Manus in support. Manus puts it through to Pino. Pino cross it in. Shot was from Uche, but didn't actually get anywhere. We start again. Yarami, who's picked up a knock. He's got a bruised ankle. As we head into half-time. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. And we go in all square. 56% of the possession. 7 shots, 3 on target. 0.45. They've had 4 shots, just 1 on target. 0.48. They had the early sort of first half of that game. And then we came into it as the half wore on. But we need to be a bit more definite and put our chances away. And Nketiah getting us underway for the second half. 1 change at half-time. That injury to Yarami has been a replacement for Sarr has come on. We've lost the ball at the back there, which isn't good. And Pino gets run around. He's not been playing well today. The referee plays on. I'm not sure what the problem was here. Purdue. Bijot. Patient in their build-up, which is a bit of a worry. And Sarr brings his man down. Bogle will have the free kick. James goes on a run, crosses this ball in. Henderson tips it over that, or is it just over the top anyway? They have a corner. Lodi with the corner, headed away by, I think that was Uche. It was Uche, but only as far as Ganato. Ganato, Angore robs him. Lacroix sends the ball upfield. Pino, we're on a counter-attack now. Pino, can he do something here? Can he get this ball in? He's gone into the area, pulls it back for Nketiah, but it's off target. Crew on the ball. We're just going to look at some changes, and highlight comes on. Manos, Lacroix, Gay goes out to Angore. Angore to Sarr. Sarr crosses the ball in, looking for Nketiah. Uche puts it back out for Sarr. Sarr cuts into the area. Sarr, is he going to go on his own? He is, and he scores. And we take a lead on 71 minutes. That changes the complexions of what we were going to do. But Sarr on his own, he's come on at half-time in place of Yarami. Couldn't see anything on here and decided to go on his own. And, well, only Sarr can do things like that. Ball forward. James out wide here. James cuts inside to Bogle. Bogle didn't get the shot away. This is crossed in. It's headed away. And Pino starts a counter-attack again. He's gone round his man. Pino seems to have got better in this second half. Crossed the ball in. Oh, and Nketiah off of the woodwork. And how unlucky was that? Angore still has the attack alive. Sarr. Nketiah! Nketiah makes it 2-0. And, well, he lost out just moments before as it come back off the woodwork. But we reworked it. Angore backheeling that to Sarr. Sarr putting it in for Nketiah. Nketiah turned on the ball, created the space. And what a goal on that one. And in off the post, it's 2-0. Kamada on the ball. Gay, Lerma. Gay, Lerma, back to Lacroix. Lacroix to Guy. Lacroix. Lacroix goes all the way back to Henderson. Back to Guy. And that was a poor ball. It's looking for a mistake, and they had it. And Bogle's shot is way off target. And the ball out from Leeds. Ganato is out on this side. We have made our final changes. Ganato into the area, giving him a lot of space, a lot of room, and that over the top in the end. As we head down to full time, 6 minutes added on. We're in the third of those 6. Perry with a goal kick. Don't really want to be taking too much time up. Lodi. Ganato. Ganato round Guy. And Guy's not really done much out there. Stopped him from coming in, and they've got one back. Ganato just give him so much room and so much time. Didn't close him off. I presume that is Guy out there. It is Guy. And I'm not sure what he's doing. Just let him run. And Ganato's seen Henderson off his line and he's chipped him. And that's messed up our goal difference. As we head down, it's all over. And it's a 2-1 win, but we should have never conceded that goal. It was a poor defensive error by Guy. And I'm disappointed in him. And I will tell him so in just a moment. Because we should have come in and won that game by 2-0. But we've got the win. Manchester City also winning. Liverpool winning 6-0 at Brighton. That could be a problem. But as it was, 15 shots, 6 on target, 1.24. They had 12 shots, 3 on target, 1.38. It wasn't as clear-cut as it looked. Well, the day's results, and Arsenal have only managed to draw against Ipswich Town. Aston Villa beating Bournemouth. Manchester City 2-1 winners against Brentford. Erling Haaland the score after 13 and 30 minutes. Brentford getting one back just before half-time. Liverpool beating bottom side Brighton by 6-0. That has pumped a big hole in our goal difference parity. Chelsea beating Nottingham Forest. Tottenham beating Everton 4-1 to keep the pressure on us at the top. We've obviously got that win against Leeds United, despite Ganato getting one 3 minutes into injury time. Should have been a 2-0 win. I'm disappointed. I've told them I am disappointed. Right, that is how it looks then at the end of match day 28. Manchester City have a 1-goal lead over us at the top of the table. We have a 6-goal lead over Liverpool. Despite their efforts to try and close the gap, all on 64 points. There's a 3-point gap then down to Tottenham, who are on 51 points. 61 points in fourth place. And then Arsenal are some 13 points adrift now in fifth on 51. Their London rivals, Chelsea, are now blowing down their necks, also on 51 points. And then Leeds in seventh on 42. That is how it is going into the second game of the episode. 3 days down to the game against Bournemouth. We'll be back just ahead of that. Just one other bit of news. Bruised ankle for Yaremy. He's only been out for a couple of days. And here we are at match day facing Bournemouth, who are currently in 17th place. The other sides around us, of course, Fulham playing Chelsea and beating them by 1-0. So who knows? Manchester City are playing Arsenal. Liverpool are at home to Leeds United. They are today's games. Tomorrow games, nothing there. Tottenham are playing Brighton. Bottom side, of course, on Monday. So we have to wait until Monday to see how that progresses. The last time that we played Bournemouth, being very sluggish at the minute, the computer, I'm not sure which. Don't want to do that way. Let's go back down here. There we go. Bournemouth, we played them 3 times this series. Or in fact, 4 times this series. Lost to them at the Vitality Stadium in the Carabao Cup last term, 3-2. They came to us. We lost 3-2 at Selhurst Park. Then we played them at the Vitality Stadium last season in May, pretty much towards the end of the season. Beat them 5-2 on that occasion. Mateta, Kamada, Nketiah and Sarr the scorers. And then when we played them earlier this season, back in November, we beat them 3-0 on that occasion at the Vitality Stadium. Uche, Lete own goal and Nketiah the scorers on that occasion. Let's put right the time that they had played us at Selhurst Park before and beat us 3-2. It was Semenyo and scoring 2, and Ivan Nielsen are scoring 1. Sarr and Walton scoring for us. We need to be better today. And here is the side that will face Bournemouth back at Selhurst Park. Henderson in goal, and Gorey, who has been on that side because of the injury to Mitchell, but Mitchell is back on the bench today, so Angori needs to be back on form, or I could see Mitchell retaking his position. Gahey is rested today. Lacroix comes in for him. Drogasan, Gertrudia comes on for Manus, who is on the bench today. Wharton Pays, there's the deep line playmaker. Let's set it up right. Kamada is just in front of him. Pino is on the left, Sarr on the right, Uche playing as the number 10 behind Nketiah up front. The bench then looks like this. It's Benitez, Manus, Mitchell, Doucouré, Guy, Raksaki and Dula, who has been doing very well in the reserves, so deserves a spot on the bench today. Jaden Dance and Xerxes. And here we are back at Selhurst Park for this one. Bournemouth come to visit. They're playing a 4. It looks like a 4-4-2 to me. It said 4-2-3-1 on the thing. 2 changes anyway from the side that lost to Aston Villa 3-0. As teams come out on to the pitch. And Bournemouth playing in their black and red stripes. And then Nketiah getting us underway. It's raining in this one. Wharton, Lacroix, out to Angore. Angore comes forward. Pino and Angore working together. Angore. Inside to Kamada. Nketiah. Uche. Uche finds Gertrudia, who's gone on an overlap. Sarr. And Sarr's shot pings off a defender for a corner. Going to see the corner. Adam Wharton to take it. Wharton takes it near post, straight into the arms of Petrovic. And it appears that the highlight is going to continue. Lacroix under that one. Kamada around his man. Nketiah. Wharton goes out wide to Sarr. Sarr back inside. Wharton, Kamada. Wharton! And Petrovic just puts it wide. Ball goes into touch. It's going to be a Bournemouth throw. Kaki, who's in for Truffert. 2 changes that they made. And they've scored. Justin Kluivert, the scorer. And set up by Anton Semenyo. And we go behind on 15 minutes. I wasn't really expecting that. And Henderson was caught out. They have a free kick. Sinestra with the free kick. It's headed in, headed away. Sarr on a counter-attack now. Sarr nearly loses the ball. Uche is there in support. Uche goes into the area, closts it in, looks for the far post, but missed. Angori with a throw-in on that far side. Lacroix, Wharton. Kamada. Kamada finds Uche. Uche out to Gertrudia. Sarr back to Gertrudia. Cuts inside to Kamada. Wharton. Wharton finds Uche. Uche to Sarr. Sarr gets the equaliser. And we're back on parity on 32 minutes. We pushed very attacking. We'll drop that back to attacking for now. Uche puts it through to Sarr. Sarr stayed onside. And just punts it past Petrovic in the Bournemouth goal. And Bournemouth on the attack again. We have to be careful here. And stood his ground on that far side, Angore. And Kamada wins that ball. And he had to do that properly. Else it was a penalty. Kamada coming forward. Pino has a go for top corner. Missed it. Inside the last 5 minutes of this first half. As we approach half time, 3 minutes added on. We're going to get another highlight before the end of this first half. Sinistra cut out by Drogasan, who's covering for Gertrudia, wherever he may be. Wharton. Sarr loses the ball and it bypasses Gertrudia as well. And Gertrudia is out of position. Semenyo has been brought down. Oh, it's inside the penalty area as well. Oh, no penalty. It was outside. That looked almost like it was inside. Half-time has arrived. Parity at half-time. 1-1. We controlled that first half, but we didn't get what we wanted because Semenyo and Kluivert sort of upset the balance on 15 minutes. Took us 15 minutes or so to get back into the game. 59% of the possession, 12 shots, 5 on target, 0.76. They've had 6 shots, 4 on target. We shouldn't have let them have all those chances, but they have had those chances. It's 1-1 at half time. Manchester City 0-0 against Arsenal. We'd like it to stay like that, but we need to get a winning goal. And Ivan Nielsen gets us underway for this second half. Throwing on that far side, Kaki. Sinistra. And round the man. Luckily, Henderson saved that, I think. Ugh. And we do need to get a goal now because Manchester City have taken the lead. It's that man Haaland again. Oh, Sarr winning that ball. Uche, the urgency there has suddenly come on. Kamada. It's a poor ball from Kamada. And the ball over the top. Semenyo's in. Well. How often do we have to learn? Oh, man. Drogosin lets it go over his head. Semenyo's on the ball. Semenyo doesn't miss those. Puts it on his foot. And Henderson not getting there. They have a free kick. Another goal now would kill this game off. And there it is. We are 3-1 down against Bournemouth. Question whether he's offside or not. With any luck, he is. It is disallowed, and it goes back to 2-1. Thank goodness for that. Christie taking the free kick. Wasn't much in it, I don't think. I think we've been lucky there. Henderson. Drogosin. If it was the other way around, I've been really pissed off. Sarr comes on the attack. We need to get back level. Uche's, I'm not sure who that is marking him, but he's causing him all. Christie. It's causing him all sorts of problems. Kamada. Kamada. And it was Christie again. The press from him and even Nielsen. Cross it in, but it's blocked. And a good block by Angore. It's gone for a corner, and we will see the corner. Christie with the corner. Ball in. Back post. Looking for Semenyo, I think. Didn't find him, thankfully. Pino gives it away. Sorry, it wasn't Pino that gave it away. It was given away to him. Uche over the top to Nketiah. Nketiah puts it away. Is he offside? Don't think so. He is. Goes back to 2-1. Oh, yeah, he is offside. Took him a long while to work that one out. Sanchez with the ensuing free kick. Looking to make some changes, but it's cut out by Nketiah. Sarr. They're getting a bit casual. Kamada. Pino goes out wide to Angore. Angore crosses this in. Oh, just over the top. Who was it? Uche, I think. They have a free kick. Sinistra with the free kick. Chipped in. Uche heads it away. It's only so far. Kluivert's around his man and he's been brought down. That is definitely a penalty. And we will go 3-1 behind. I don't think Henderson will save this. It's Kluivert to take it. Oh, he did save it. As me saying Henderson wouldn't do it, he's going to prove me wrong. Goes out for a corner. It's Cook to take the corner then. Just needs Henderson. That will be a big boost for Henderson. He's made a couple of mistakes today. for both goals. Lacroix, Walton, and I think he was going to make a mistake there. But Uche through to Xerxes. Xerxes, who's come on for Pino. Xerxes crossed this deep, looking for Saar, Manus, Walton, Nketiah. Kamada gets the equaliser, and that is definitely a goal. And we are back level on 76 minutes, and the changes have made a difference. Well worked. Nketiah setting up Kamada. Kamada stops the ball and curls it in past Petrovic. We keep the pressure up. Manus with the throw in. Saar back to Uche. Manus, Uche, Walton, Uche! 3-2. And, well, I think my changes have made a difference. We're going to drop to attacking. So from 2-1 down, we've suddenly scored 2 very quick goals. Uche creating the space. Petrovic not getting there. As we head down to the last few minutes of this game, we're going to get to about 90 minutes. We're going to change this to a positive. And they have a throw in, 90 minutes on the clock. We've got 6 minutes added on. That ball given away. Manus, Ndula. Manus goes on a little bit of a run. Manus round his man. Sinistro is there, crossed in deep. Saar brings it down. Oh, it's gone in the back of the net. Eddie Nketiah gets there. Question whether he's offside or not. It could well be ruled out. No, it's not. It's in, and it's 4-2. Last time we looked, Nketiah isn't off here. Saar pulls it back. Definitely not offside. Last time we looked, Arsenal had equalised against Manchester City. We're in the 3rd minute of 6 added on. Long ball. Manus is there to tidy up. Manus comes forward. Ndula. Manus. Doucouré. Kamada. Back out to Manus. Manus will cross this ball in. No, he won't. Kamada. Shot comes off Doucouré. And the Petrovic had to pump it away. Otherwise, it was 5-2. We are going to see the corner. Kamada to Nketiah. Back to Kamada. Back to Nketiah. Nketiah. And Ndula's shot is blocked. Gone for another corner. Keeps the pressure on. Ticks the clock down. Kamada and Nketiah at it again. Kamada into the area. Pulls it back. Manus. And it's gone for a corner on the other side. Put it to balanced. Hopefully to see the game out. Time is up. It is all over. And a 4-2 win at the end. And at one point, it didn't look like we were going to get a 4-2 win. That is for sure. 60% of the possession. 31 shots, of which 16 were on target. We absolutely bombarded them in the end. And hopefully that has put us back on top. I think it has. It has put us back on top. More about that in a moment. 2.48 on the old XG. They had 11 shots, 8 on target. They weren't a pushover. 40% of the possession, a 1.74. Oh, boys and girls, what a good result. Well, the good news is we're back to winning ways and done it comprehensively. To be honest, I looked at the stats and I think the problem was they were exploiting the right-hand side of the pitch where Gertrudia was playing. And once we brought Manus on, we basically shut the door on that side of the pitch. And Manus being a lot more attacking as well. I think we need to avoid using Gertrudia as the right back, using more as a defensive midfielder or in central defence if we need to. Right, a 4-2 win for us then. Manchester City only managing a 1-1 draw against Arsenal. They took the lead after 52. 3 minutes later, Kai Havertz did us a favour by getting that equaliser. Liverpool will play the late game against Leeds, so it's not all over yet, but we have they do need to score something like 8 goals to overawe us as it is. So the table at the end of the episode looks like this. We are back on top, 2 points clear of Manchester City. Now we need to keep going. Liverpool, they of course on I don't know how many games unbeaten they are at the moment, but they are third on 64 with a game in hand technically. Yeah, game in hand, technically. So they could be on equal points with us, but just drift on goal difference, depending on how many they score. Tottenham are in fourth on 61 points. How did they get on today? Have they not played yet? No, they've got a game in hand as well. And then Arsenal are in fifth on 52. So a long way down there. Right. We are going to come straight back. We've got 2 games in a row against Ipswich Town. We're not going to see both of those on episode. We're going to come back for the 5th round FA Cup tie against Ipswich at Portman Road. We're then going to play them in the Premier League offline, and then we'll come back for the game against Chelsea in the Premier League match day 31 as we hurtle towards the end of the season, and we're getting very close. We still have to play Manchester City. It's going to be a 6-pointer, isn't it? I've forgotten we had to play them. Oh dear. Oh dear. But I hope you can join me for the next episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, though, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare, as they are released and as they're all over the place at the minute. That's the best way to keep up to date of knowing when they come out. The best way outside of that is to follow me on X at Just Offside 2. Apologies for all the messing about and all the time that it's all out of sequence and all the rest of it. Hopefully, with Easter in the way, we'll get back to normal. Till next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.